Good morning, YouTubers. I am doing a video here this morning on how to put back brown sugar long-term storage. And the reason I'm doing this is because I was given 50 pounds of Golden Sea pure cane medium brown sugar. I'm not a big baker, but we do use brown sugar in our oatmeal, so I figured this was worth putting back and saving. And this will probably take us maybe 10 years to use up if I do my normal baking and my normal oatmeal. I'm thinking 10 years, if not maybe more. So one 50-pound bag is going to get us a long ways. And here's what I'm doing. These are half-gallon jars. This is going to go in short-term storage, so I've got 2 of these ready to go. So there's 2. Those are my short-term storage, so those are the things I will be pulling from these for any projects like oatmeal, or if I decide to bake cookies, which would be a rare thing for me, or any other baking or cooking that calls for brown sugar. This will be handy and available in my pantry. And I do have a short-term and a long-term pantry. My long-term pantry, this is what I will be doing. These are Mylar bags. They are heat sealed. Now, because this is sugar, we do not put an oxygen absorber in. If this was rice, beans, instant potatoes, anything like that, I would put an oxygen absorber in. But because this is sugar, and if you put an oxygen absorber in, they turn into a brick, a hard brick. It's still usable, but a lot harder to work with. So I've decided that I'm going to put them in Mylar and put them back into long-term storage. And right now I have 3 done. And I have 1 here that I'm working on, and I probably will get at least this bag and 1 more done. So I should end up with 5 of these bags in long-term storage. Okay, I'm doing a part 2 to my brown sugar storage because I ended up with so much more than I thought I would. Yes, it's still 50 pounds. But it's breaking down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bags of long-term storage, 2 half-gallon jars, which I could have put in another Mylar bag, but I ran out of. But these are going to be in my short-term storage. And then I still had this left over, so I decided to package these to take to our off-grid cabin. So this winter, I'm planning on a lot of oatmeal up there for the winter breakfast. It's not I didn't seal that, it's just popping on its own. But the brown sugar should store up there indefinitely. There's no power, there's no air conditioning, there's no heat at this point. And I think because it's stored in the jars, it should be just fine. So that's the game plan. So we got our short-term storage, there it goes again. We got our short-term brown sugar storage and our long-term with a total of 50 pounds, which is being put back into our storage today. And that's pretty much the update on how to do brown sugar. And if you're blessed with 50 pounds of it, don't be afraid to put it back, even if it's just in the jars. Even if you only did the jars, it's going to last a long time. Because I have brown sugars, because I don't do much baking or cooking as far as brown sugar use goes. I have brown sugar that's at least 3 or 4 years old that I'm still using. So this tells me this is going to go back for a long time. And brown sugar, period, is one of those items that they do not have an expiration date. So store it, because in a grid down SHTF situation, if you want your iced tea, if you're storing tea bags, you can have your iced tea with the brown sugar. If you're storing oatmeal, which you should be, you're going to have brown sugar to go with your oatmeal. If you're going to try and bake cookies, cakes, your brown sugar is going to be there and available. And I would think you could put some of this in some bread recipes and it would be absolutely delicious. So that's my part 2 update on the brown sugar storage. If you're not preparing yet, it's time to start now. Even if it's just 1 extra can of food a week, start putting some extra food back. Look at the stock market. Look at our food prices have gone through the roof. The stock market is crashing. Be aware. Watch what's going on around you. And prepare. I can't stress that enough. Be prepared. Thank you all and have a blessed day. Okay, I'm going to show you all how I've sealed my brown sugar Mylar bags. And there's no oxygen absorber in these. So basically I clean the edges on the inside because it is sugar. We don't want the granules in there. I fold it down. I have a drawer here supporting the bag of sugar. Because normally I do this with some help. Today I'm kind of on my own, but I want to get it done. I want to get it put away so my kitchen's ready for cooking dinner later today. I put a straw in the opening here. I left an opening. I will extract some air if I can get my straw in there. If not, it's not a big deal. These do not have to be oxygen free because it is a sugar. This is the brown sugar that I put in the Mylar bags in the other two videos. I'm just going to suck the air out, pinch it shut, and throw some heat on there. And I'm good to go. And I use an iron. I have a piece of 2x4 as my support. And basically what I'm doing is melting this line right here. And it's hot. Ouch. And I'm going to I flip it and do the back side as well. Now it's very important if you're putting sugar, flour, anything like this away that you don't put your Mylar on a shelf. I'm going to be storing these in 5-gallon to 6-gallon buckets just to add that extra layer of protection so that I don't have any rodents trying to get into these. They'd have to chew through a bucket first to get into these. And I even have an old chest freezer that I don't run because I just don't need to run it right now. We don't have enough frozen food because I started doing food like this. And that freezer is a chest freezer, so we are storing Mylar bags of food stores in that freezer at this time as well. As you can see, I have one finished here, and then this one's done as now. The point here of keeping the writing near the top of the bag but not where it's sealing is so that when you open this bag, if you use this up and the Mylar did not get damaged, you cut this off and you would reseal in this area here and then start a new label here. You're going to be able to reuse these Mylar bags up until you've pretty much used them up on the bottom here. But that's how I seal my Mylars. And if I had rice or beans or oatmeal, instant potatoes, I would have an oxygen absorber in there as well. But because it is sugar, sugar does not require that. In fact, you do not want to put one in with sugar because it makes it, it takes the oxygen out and makes this more of a brick. And as you can see right now, it's soft and flexible. It may not be that way in 5 years, but right now it is. And that's kind of how you want your sugar. So that's a great way of putting food back safely. And it's so much more economical to buy 50 pounds of anything to put back. And this is how to make it last longer and keep the bugs out. That's my update. Have a blessed day.